Hello everyone and welcome to New Tech Tuesday Tutorials. I am your host Richard Evans. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today I'd like to show you the Show Alpha utility in TriCaster. Pulling a good key from a green screen can be difficult at times. It takes lights, cameras, and helpful tools to help create a good keyed shot to embed into a virtual set or other effect. Now the TriCaster Show Alpha utility is yet another easy to use tool in an already expansive toolbox to make this happen. So, let me show you how it's done, son. All right, so here we are in the TriCaster 2 Elite interface. And what I want to do for today's Show Alpha overlay example is I'm going to put my armored soldier man here on input number 2 and embed him into my mix effects number 1. Okay, so you'll see in this particular shot I'm only using 2 lights today. I'm not using my overheads or anything, which is what I usually recommend doing. More lights the better, but I just wanted to show you this for an example. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to need to do is to pull a key to green screen that out and put him in, make that transparent so I can throw him onto this virtual set. So to do that, we'll open up the configuration for input 2. Let me move this out of the way a little bit. All right, and so what I have is on my image tab, we'll go down to keying here, and I've already selected this color via the ink dropper, but I wanted to show you something here. Let me go ahead and turn it on. All right, and at first glance, looking at this, that looks kind of okay. I mean, it's dark, and this is a dark subject, so we can't really see the edges, okay? And if we look over here on my mix effect number 1 that I have selected on program, it looks decent. But if we look closer in here, let's go ahead and zoom in on that mix effect. Like, you can kind of see some dark edges here in the corner, okay? So what we want to do is get rid of those, and it's kind of hard for me to see just here with black and on a dark subject. So to do that, we're going to put on the Show Alpha overlay. Now you can select the Show Alpha overlay on any input, media player, mix effect, program, preview, you name it. What I'll do is I'll just right-click on input number 2 itself, and we'll go to the very bottom here under Overlays. There we go, and then go down here to Show Alpha, and then check this out. So this will show you an inverse of what you would see here in a black and white format, and you can see I have a lot of shadows in here that I need to get rid of. So basically you want to have your background be as dark as possible when you're doing it in the Show Alpha side of things, because anything that is like white or gray will show up on screen. So eventually what we want to do is just make our statue man here all white. So to do that, we'll go back into our setting here. And then with this, it's going to be a little bit of playing around with this. This is kind of an art form as far as like adjusting the tolerance, smoothness, etc. So what we're going to do in here is just kind of play around with these settings until we make this gentleman all white. In fact, let me go ahead and bring the Show Alpha on top of the preview as well. So there we go. So now it's in both spots, so I can kind of see that a little bit better. All right. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start to mess with these. I'm just going to mess with the tolerance here, and let's just crank that up a bit. And as I crank that up, you'll see that those shadows start to disappear. So let's keep cranking it up until we get all white. Bam! So that's looking pretty good. And now, over here, let's go ahead and take the alpha channel off, because we don't want to leave that on there. All show, unless you want to. It's up to you. Same thing, we'll take it off of this one. Bam. All right. So there we go, and now my armored gentleman can give his speech from the steps of this, the city hall, etc., and they were pretty much good to go. So that looks a lot better from what we had it on there before. Let me just go ahead and put it back to how I had it, just so you can kind of see the difference. So you can see there, that's where we don't have anything adjusted, and then now is where we have that adjusted pretty good. And that Show Alpha overlay is super helpful in finding those out. It helps me out making green screen shots looking great. So again, there's a little bit of an art form on the playing with the levels of your green screen, but this is a really good way to help you adjust your green screen shot and pull a really good key and have a really nice virtual set like I got here. All right, go ahead with your speech, man. Again, pulling a good key takes some finesse, but TriCaster gives you the tools to make it happen. Now, if you like this video and want to check out more tutorial videos, make sure you subscribe to the NewTek YouTube channel at youtube.com/NewTekInc. For formal NewTek product training, check out NewTek University at newtek.com/newtek-u. And you can also sign up for a free online NewTek product demonstration at newtek.com/demo. For more information about NewTek products and services, you can contact your local reseller or visit our website, newtek.com. And if you're posting your work on social media using NewTek gear, tag us using the hashtags NewTek, TriCaster, or 3Play. We love seeing what y'all are up to. Thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you again soon for another episode of NewTek Tuesday Tutorials.